Call the meeting to order for the Village of Rolling Beach. This is our board meeting for Monday, August 28, 2017. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk. Trustee Valdez.
Here.
Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler.
Here.
Trustee Nichols. Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Would you all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Wallace, second by trustee Valdez. We have motion second. Any additions, deletions to the agenda? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the agenda will remain as written. We have our council meeting minutes from August 14, 2017. Any corrections or clarifications? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Nichols.
Second.
Second by trustee Butler. We have a motion and a second. Any corrections, clarifications? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those minutes are approved. Tonight, we have no ratifications, we have no expenditures, so we'll move on to our committee reports. Any of the trustees have any reports tonight? Well, since we lost our SWACO chair, does anyone know what's coming up on SWACO?
Recycle first, trash last.
That's always a good phrase. We'll go with that. Okay, under mayor's report tonight, we have one item. We have a vacancy in the police pension board. Tim Walsh has agreed to be appointed to that. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Wallace, second by trustee Butler. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Tim, would you please step up? We'll have the oath of office administered.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Tim Walsh, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Office of Police Pension Board according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations. So, I just need you to sign.
This village couldn't run without people like Tim stepping up to help in our committees and putting forth the extra effort. The police pension fund deals with not only the funds from the police pension, but also dealing with disabilities and so forth that the police officers apply for. And again, without people like Tim stepping up, we wouldn't be able to run our village as well as we do. Thank you, Tim. Is there a clerk's report tonight?
No, there's not, thank you.
Okay, move on to our item A then, under business. A resolution appointing a director and alternate director to represent the village of Round Lake Beach on the Solid Waste Agency of Lake County. Trustee Lynette Bennis has moved and has to resign from the village trustee position. She was our director at SWALCO. Tonight I am appointing Kevin Wallace as the director, and I will remain as alternate director. We have a motion to approve that appointment.
So moved. Second.
Motion by trustee Butler, second by trustee Valdez. I guess as long as you guys weren't appointed to it, you're good with it?
Yep.
Thank you, Kevin, for stepping up for that. Welcome. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye. That's approved 4-0. Thank you, Kevin, again for stepping up. It's an additional responsibility and some extra time that Kevin's got to put in for this, and we appreciate that. Item B is a resolution approving the intergovernmental agreement with Round Lake School District 116 for the purchase of rock salt. We've had an agreement with them for a while now where we purchase the rock salt. The school district then can pick it up as needed, and they pay for whatever they use. They have a minimum amount they have to use and a maximum amount they can take. But it saves them money, and by saving them money, it saves all of our residents money too. So we're very glad we can work together with them. Is there a motion to approve? Motion by trustee Nichols, second by trustee Valdez. We have a motion to second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
That's approved 4-0. Item C is a motion to reject bids for concrete pads for fueling and brine tanks. Unfortunately, these bids came in way over what we had for our estimates and for our budget for this year. We're going to try and reevaluate it and go out for the bid again sometime in the future when we have maybe a little more information, a better understanding of why it costs so much in these bids. But this time, we have a motion to reject the bids for the concrete pads and fueling and brine tanks.
So moved.
Motion by trustee Nichols.
Second.
Second by trustee Butler. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. We have rejected those bids, and we'll work on that for the future. Item D is a resolution approving an agreement regarding investment with Wintrust Wealth Management. Wintrust has a new program that will increase the investment returns on the village funds. We'll invest them in different stages so that it'll all come due at different points. So if we need the money, that will be available to us. But the returns will be much better than what we're getting right now, and we're looking forward to that. We all know interest rates have been very, very low, and these are going to be quite a bit higher than what we've been receiving currently. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
trustee Valdez, second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item E is a resolution approving an electric service agreement for village accounts. It's time to renew our contract for the village electric service for all the electricity that the village itself uses, not for the residents. Unfortunately, the rate's going to be going up a little bit due to changes in state law. I think it's about 4%. It's going to be increasing, and it's still a much better rate than we get just by staying on the standard service. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler.
Second.
Second by trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item F is a resolution approving the acquisition of certain properties from the County of Lake, 0 North Village Drive and 517 Laurel Court. The 0 North Village Drive is property that's part of the Round Lake Drain by Fairfield Village and shall be owned by the village as part of the overall infrastructure. Let's see, and the property at 513 Laurel is a blighted property and needs to be demolished and demolished and cleaned up over there. So we're looking forward to that also.
Mayor, 517.
Oh, 517, oh, thank you. Yeah, don't demolish the wrong house, do we? Yes, thank you. 517. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Nichols, second by trustee Wallace. We have motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item G is a resolution approving a proof of concept agreement with Commonwealth Edison Company relative to water meters. We're going to be embarking upon a trial with ComEd to electronically read our water meters through the new ComEd smart meters. We're one of the test villages in their service area. It should work out very well for us as a new way of reading them rather than having somebody go door to door to read the water meters. And the thing is like an 18-month test. This will encompass in one section of town, probably over in Fairfield Village. And we'll finalize all that a little later on. This is just the proof of concept agreement. Any questions by the board? Is our motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace.
Second.
Second by trustee Butler. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item H is an ordinance approving a second amendment to development agreement with Grand Commercial LLC, Round Lake Beach Series. We had extended the development agreement through the developer purchasing a couple of the old H.H. Gregg stores, and they're working on them to open them up. So they had to delay what they were going to be building here in Round Lake Beach. Unfortunately, when we did that, we missed the language requiring them to open at a certain date, and that would be after they'd actually probably start building. So we have to change that in here also, and it's a correction an oversight we're going to correct in the agreement. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve? Motion by trustee Valdez.
Second.
Second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item I is a resolution authorizing a second extension of the contract for the conveyance of the property commonly known as Zero Circle Drive, Round Lake Beach, Illinois. Developers continue to investigate uses for this parcel, see if they can develop it. They need more time to complete the process. Right now, there's just a retention area over in front of, right by Civic Center Drive now. It's been renamed. At the corner of Rollins and Civic Center Drive right there. There's a big detention area. They're gonna be trying to make some underground storage there and building some type of development up on top of that. They do need some more time. It's not gonna hurt us at all. We have no use for that other than stormwater, and it's doing that right now. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Nichols, second by trustee Butler. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item J is an ordinance granting variations relative to the side yard setback and for property located at 7 Wildwood Drive, Round Lake Beach, Illinois. This is a situation where the petitioners had built their garage and shed too close to the lot lines. If I remember right, they border on our park over there, so they don't really affect any other residents living next to them. If they did, I think that would be a big concern to all of us, because it is very close. But since it's along the park, I don't see as big a concern with it. Like, comments from the board?
Considering that it's on a property of ours, along the side of our park, I think it'd be fine too.
Okay. Well, I hope if you do any future work over there, that you make sure you get everything all set in the right area, in the right place. It looks like this time the board is willing to make this change, the variations. If so, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion
Second.
by trustee Butler, second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. That's our last item of business. It is now open to public participation. Anyone has a question or comment for the board, please step to the microphone here. Give your name and address for the record. Either state your comment or ask your question.
Tom Weber, county board member, live in Lake Villa. Anyway, just coming out, I wanted to tell the chief, awesome national night out. We had a great time. Feel free to call me. I love dunk tanks, so next year. Anyway, just to let you know, I'm still out here. If you need anything, help with the village or anything like that, you're more than welcome to give me a call and see anything I can help you with. So that's it.
Terrific, Tom, thank you. You've always been very active at all of our activities in town here, and just so you know, next year, the theme for the dunk tank is Speedos. Just so you're ready.
Mayor, we have some guests in the audience tonight and these two lovely ladies here. May we ask what you're doing here this evening?
Terrific. Did you learn anything tonight? Yeah, at our board meetings, we have a lot of information that we pass. Last Monday is when we actually discussed all this stuff in depth, and we were here several hours for that. But once we come to our decisions, it normally goes pretty quickly. We have a very good board that works well together. We hash things out the week before, and so these are pretty quick meetings. But thank you for being here.
There's also a young gentleman here with Boy Scouts.
Oh, wonderful. Always love having the scouts here. It helped me in my career my whole life. I'm an Eagle Scout back from 1974. I was like 2 when I got my Eagle Scout. But those were good days for me, and I hope they're good days for you. And for your whole future, it'll be good days for you. Thank you for being here. Well, we have no executive session tonight, so we have no action on those items. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace.
Second?
Second by trustee Butler. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Those are definitely quick meetings. Wow. I like that.
Come on up here, you two.
15 minutes.
Yeah, Sue's very demanding.
Yeah, Sue is